In this screencast, I'd like to talk about the feature called grouping and ungrouping, and we would use this as a way to move many items at once. In this case, my many items are in the logo here. I've got a shape, some clip art, text, another shape, which is a line, and more text. And they're all individual items. But let's say I want to see what all this looks like, maybe in a different location, or copy it to another slide. Instead of always selecting individual items and moving them, one thing you could think about using is grouping. And that is possible if you're able to click on each item. Now, what makes this hard or difficult sometimes is the layers that these are in. But if you have your biggest object in the background, it should work out okay. So in this case, it's the shape, and I put that as the bottom layer. So I'm going to click here, and that selects the think about text. I'm going to click on that line. Holding my shift key down, I'll click on the line, and then I'll click on my helmet, and the Zauer text. I'll click on next, and thankfully I have a little bit of the box or the shape behind everything still showing here on the edge, and I'm able to click that. Alright, and I could simply copy, paste, and do that. But a convenience that you might consider is grouping this. And so I'm going to go up to Format and choose Group. And Group again. Notice now there's only one selection box with the sizing handles around it. And so that should move everything for me. So if I go down here, everything is moving. And I kind of like it here better than where it was. I like it in the bottom corner. Not sure how close to bring it to my subject. I'm using the arrow keys right now just to kind of fine tune it. Something like that perhaps is where I want it. And then I can choose group again and ungroup, and then I'm back to individual selected items in case I want to make some changes to individual items again. Another thing I could do is, let's see, group it again and copy it, Control C on the PC, and maybe I want to bring that to my other slides, and here too. So that can save you some time if you know how to group items and you want to kind of preview where your logo might look better on a certain part of the slide. I would recommend grouping. You can always ungroup again if you want to edit individual items or resize, move those around individually. That's always possible. So give that a try and consider that when you are creating your logo. You want your logo to be repeated somewhere on each slide. It might not be this size. It might be bigger, like on the title slide, or it might be smaller on some other slides. So consider that. Now, so I've noticed though that when you group, here, let me group that again. Sometimes it's not possible or easy to resize it. So you might have to resize things individually. Nope, these are grouped. Notice that as I try to resize that, it didn't work out so good. So you have to be careful in resizing the whole thing at once, but you're able to copy and move everything at once using the group. Give that a try.